Good morning, everybody, or day, afternoon, happy hour, whatever time it is. It's morning
Right.
somewhere and it's happy hour someplace else. So it's all good.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
I
Always
know.
happy hour
Yes,
somewhere.
it is. So, hey, glad to have you guys with us here today. Hope you're continuing to do the fun things. Sorry, I think can you hear that behind me? It's an airplane flying over. We have this tiny airport. I'm like, seriously, a tiny airport and the loudest planes
That's
like crazy.
the one plane that left today.
Yeah, the one that left today. Well, it's not a good thing because they're Spirit that fly out of here. So
Oh, yeah, that's been
they're not
taking a hit.
happy people around here right now.
No.
So, but anyways, okay, back to topic. All right. So
Take two. Hi.
hi, welcome. So hey, we just thought we'd chat here with you guys a little bit on what's goal setting mean to you? I mean, what kind of goals do you have for yourself? Daily, weekly, monthly? Or do you just kind of fly off the seat of your pants and say, oh, okay, let's wake up today and see what we're going to do. And okay, if that works, it works, and that type of thing. Right? That's what you do, Sean, right?
Absolutely. So what else you want to know? No. No, goals. And if you always hear if you write your goals down, there's a better chance, that they come to fruition. And obviously if you look at them every day and put some action behind them, then you even have a better chance. And I've got, my weekly goals or daily actually, how many cards do I want to send? Now that one's I don't have to worry about that one too much. How many questions, how many of the, hey, have you heard about the postcard program? Are you in the postcard program questions? And when they say no, and then how many of the videos you send in. So that's kind of my weekly, daily goals. And then I have monthly, what do what do you want to accomplish? Mine is always, can I increase my team and increase my check each month? And then I've got bigger ones, 3 to 6 months, and then, ones farther out. So
Yeah.
how about you?
I do kind of the same thing. And I know for me, it's important that I write them down. It's important that, not that I'm a big spreadsheet kind of person, but it's kind of important that I have that I can check off, that I've done them on a daily basis. And you're right. I mean, sending X amount of cards per day, my goal every day is 10 to 15. Your goal might not be that, it might be only 3 to 5, but the point is it's a goal and every day you do it, no matter how your numbers are. The follow-up, I have a goal of following up on at least 2 people a day, some kind of follow. What does that look like? Well, it's whatever you want it to look like. What does follow-up mean to you? That's going to give you business activities. Sharing the, the video that you just mentioned about, have you heard about the postcard program? Kind of a thing. A goal of so many of those per day, and it doesn't have to be such a calculated experience for you. It's kind of like, I'm going to do this. It's 9 o'clock at night and I didn't send my videos out today. Okay, let's scroll Facebook or let's, go through your people contacts and you can tell as soon as you click on them, whether or not you've sent it to them already one time before, because it'll be there in their history, and send it out. I do that a lot on Facebook Messenger because most people don't have notifications on those and they're not going to wake them up if they've gone to bed early. so
Or it does. Maybe it's just the right timing.
yeah.
I look at the short-term goals, at least for me, those are the money-making activities.
Yes.
And they take care of everything else that I've got on my audacious, and you should have your audacious goal list if you're into that. What I just added something to it. So you should have that. But if you're doing the daily and what Joy just said, daily. I did it on Tuesday and now it's Friday. Let me try it. Just whatever you can stick to. I mean, I think that's the consistency part, and consistency plus time, that equals results.
Yeah.
So, but those should be money. I'm sending my 5 to 10 cards a day. Great. What else are you doing? I'm sending my 5 to 10 cards a day. Great. Some of those, if you're sending them right, they will turn into, hey, how'd you do that? But when you're asking the questions and then you're following up with the video and then you're following up, hey, did you have any questions from that? Did you see you could sign up right now? And I've been putting that in there now. If you're ready to go, just click more information, and then boom, it sends them right to the 97.
Hmm.
And then let's schedule a time to, let's have you send a couple postcards. Let me show you, and then you're off and running. And you like to make money at this? Great. Just do what I just did with you. How easy is that?
Yeah.
So those are kind of the money making. If you know, truly, if you're looking at this to be your business and to create something for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. And and I know there's been times in my life where I've put these large goals out there. Well, I can send 20 cards a day, no problem. Well, okay. The first day you don't send the 20 cards. Now you look at the next day, say, okay, today I'm going to send 40. I mean, now all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah,
so it's important to make, I don't want to say make them small enough, but make them doable for you. And then if you have a day where you can do 20, God bless you, hey,
right,
you really pumped them out. That was really good. But most of the time, just, set something you're going to be able to do daily on those weekly goals and those monthly goals. Those are going to be stretchers for you. I mean, they're
right,
kind of like the vision of, I mean, if you only want to do one or two of something a day, don't set a monthly goal of making an extra $5,000 a month. I mean, that don't make sense
right.
together. They don't work together.
That will take some time to build that.
Yeah, yeah, you have to do that like a lot of months to do that, to make that happen. So again, it's up to what your goals are. Now, Sean, recently we just had a new goal that was introduced to us for the next 3 months, and by the company. So, what did that do to your goals? What did that do as far as changing? Um,
Not much. I mean, I try to, if you can get somebody, get three, teach three. Get 397s, teach people how to get 397s. If you keep that mantra, and that's, I didn't tell you to get 10, I didn't tell you to get 20, I didn't tell you to get 100, but think if you had 100 people or 1,000 people doing that. I mean,
mm,
do the math.
mm,
That's huge.
yeah,
But get three, teach three. Let's get 3 people on the postcard program. Let's teach 3 people how to do that. And that's
right.
what we do. Wow.
Right. Right. It is. That is what we're supposed to
Right.
do. We've simplified it by telling you just get three,
Right.
get three people doing that. I know for myself with that goal, one of the first things I did, in addition to the people that haven't come on board yet that I'll be following up on, is I did go back to my affiliates and I did go back to, and see where they were at. Themselves, what are they at? Are they at a star one yet? Are they working towards star one? And of course, we just learned yesterday a little bit on how to go back and go and find those people without um, you taking so much time to do it because it
Right.
does take time, but you can do that. And so part of my goal now is to follow up on that. I've got about 7 or 8 people that I'm definitely going to be. Sorry, I got to be here bugging me.
But that was on my screen.
Yeah. Um, so I got 7 or 8 people. So my goal is, I did a video for them the other day. Just say, hey, look, da da da. Are you ready to go? Let's do this in August and why? And I didn't phrase it like we have this contest going on. I phrased it like let's get you to star one. Let's get you to
Right.
star one. Let's get that first paycheck in your pocket, kind of thing. Are you in or are you not? Or let me know
Right.
if
And
you
not
have some time.
great to do that. But I would say don't waste your time on chasing people.
That's correct.
You work with the ones that give you a call back or
That's
say, yeah,
exact
I'm ready.
that's
Great.
ex that's why I said I have 6 or
Because
7,
there's
I don't have up my
no,
hundreds that I
because
have out
there's millions. Let me say that there are millions of people out there that will jump on this and run with this. And it's so much nicer to have those people than you trying to chase your one or two down to say, oh, you just need one more 97. Let's do it for you. And, we get into that. I want it more for them, but it's going to help me. But if I was out there showing 3 to 5 people a day, that's going to be much more productive. Trust both of us on that.
Yeah.
Because we've both done it probably both ways.
Yeah, we probably yeah, we really have.
I've
We
chased,
really have.
dude, you only need one. Come on. But if they're not ready, it's not the right time. They just, yeah, okay. There are millions out there that it is the right time for
Yep. Yep, and
them.
that's why I was a few people, and you're 100% right on the people who get back to me are the ones that I'm gonna work with.
Right.
If they don't, then, I'm doing
Moving
the
on.
consistency every day and
Right.
doing the same thing out there every day with that. So, but anyways, I mean, we
So
all
post one of your, and so daily again, what I do is those are kind of my money making activities. And then 3 to 6 months are usually something, maybe it doesn't have to be within send out cards. It could be could or couldn't, could be a promotion, or, what's the income level I want to see by the 1st of October. And then your longer term goals, could be well, I just added, I want a 356 Porsche, which is like the vintage Porsche 911 first edition. And then I'm like, well, it could be a replica because I've seen the price on the, but it's, you got to put stuff out there that's fun, that's something you want to do. Maybe it's a donation you want to make to a charity. You know, think how that would make you feel if you put, I'm donating $50,000 to whatever your charity is, and when you write that check or make that donation, think what an impact you could have. I mean, that's part of the fun too. So yeah,
It's so
have
fun.
fun with it.
It's so
And
funny. You said,
don't be realistic on your big goals.
yeah, on the big goals. Yeah. It's
Don't
so
be
funny you
realistic.
said that, because I literally wrote a $2,000 or $2 million check to myself. And then in the memo, donated to my Inspired Women Paying It Forward.
Nice.
So I have that in the back. Every time I pull my checkbook out to write a check, that kind of like falls out,
Well,
it
you hear
reminds me.
it's the Jim Carrey who wrote himself the $10 million check because he said that's what I'm going to be making per movie, and he did that in like I think he was still a teenager and carried it around. I mean, you got it's that vision. That's what keeps you going. Whatever your why is, sometimes it is, sometimes it is about the money. Somebody wrote a book about that, didn't they? So, whatever that, big goal that, you want to do or want to have for yourself. So have
Yeah.
fun with it.
Yeah, yeah. And you're 100% right. So you've got your big goals and you've got your everyday things, and get your in between there. I know a lot of people work in blocks of 3 months at a time,
Right.
and that's good. But just always know that you've got that bigger goal out there, because on a day when it's like, oh, I'm just not going to have time to do this, or I just don't feel like doing the activities you set for yourself, you can see that other goal out there. Say, you know what, I'm never going to get to that by the end of September or the end of October or whatever you put out there if I don't do this now. So 100%.
And I would say if you're a newer person, your probably daily activities may be a little higher because you want to build some momentum. We've always heard that, you take a month and just, if you can crush it 3 or 4 hours a day, crush it 3 or 4 hours a day. And then, okay, now I've got 15 people in with me, and all right, I'm gonna take a break, but I'm still gonna do an hour or 2 hours. And then, okay, a few months later, I'm gonna do that again.
Mhm.
It's just, that way for one, you don't burn yourself out. But when you can bring in, I think Eric Worre says, if you bring 15 people in a year versus 15 people in a month, there's a whole different feeling about that. And there's some synergy there, so, kind of thinking about those things. And, if you didn't watch Jordan's little prompt if you're not on the postcard
Special group.
with his,
Yeah.
haven't been invited because you haven't done your 90 cards in 30 days.
Mhm.
You're missing out because, man, you could just tell he's like, yeah, he's seen it before
Mhm.
with send out cards early on, but his last company, he's seen it in different companies. He knows, he's seen what is going to happen with the momentum we're going to create over the next few months, next year, few years, and how many people will be added to send out cards, and then in green are still all the products. And it's going to happen with or without you. So get on
Yeah.
board.
Yeah, exactly. And I think both of us shared before the call here, people show up in your back office. I mean, I was looking through my Rev office yesterday, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, this basic customer been around forever and ever and ever. And all of a sudden she jumps up to the unlimited. And it was because of the activity seen. And
Mhm.
obviously been receiving cards from me over the years and that type of thing. And it's like, I'm anxious to talk to her, and
Yeah.
just get her on this postcard program, and if she, I don't even know if I sent her the video or not. I haven't even had a chance to check that yet.
And
So
now people jump up and down, in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
they're doing a lot more, I think, than we probably think they are sometimes when,
Oh, and they
uh,
see it. I mean,
yeah,
people, it just makes me crazy sometimes when people still make the comments about, well, I sent that out and I didn't hear from them. Like, well, then you're not sending out for the right reason, And when you hear back, like you shared earlier, you hear back from
and
somebody, it's like, I
I
don't,
had no, she's like, oh, that card got me, got my attention. I'm like, I had absolutely no idea what I sent her.
yeah,
None.
yeah,
And then I went to my go check card history, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember doing that.
yeah.
Cats and dogs on cards, people. Cats and dogs on
Oh,
cards. That
exactly, exactly.
children are okay, but they're pets, I'm telling you.
I just did two last night with the dog. And somebody got this cute little dog. I mean, it's only like this 2 pounds. This dog
Right.
is like 2 pounds, and they got him running around. And then all of a sudden, he's like laying over top of his toy like this, just like exhausted.
So
So I
exhausted.
just simple little postcard
Oh,
like, "Can you please quit playing with me so much?"
right. I'm tired.
Hashtag I'm tired.
Right.
I'm really into the
So fridge
hashtag,
worthy.
huh? Yeah, I'm really into the hashtag stuff. You can just put hashtag on everything and it's just like a signature. It's like a signature.
Well, I did, somebody posted, she's got a husky, so blue eyes.
Yeah.
So picture the husky and the sky behind, and she said, yes, my eyes match the sky. And I put on the back, yes, I have blue eyes. Yes, it matches the sky. No, I'm not available. Hashtag fridge worthy. So I know it's going to be on her.
Oh, I know.
Hashtag all your postcards. You should put hashtag fridge worthy, because when they go up there and people are probably in their fridges 3 to 5 times a day, they see that card, they're going to remember you.
Yeah.
And one day it's going to click.
Yeah.
Wow. Why didn't I do that? Why am I not doing that? That's really, trust me on that.
I sent a postcard today to a doctor, a dermatologist, and his whole family's on vacation. And I went through all the pictures and I found this one picture of his wife. Just it was like a glamour shot, but it's just and I sent that to him to his office. And all I put on the back was my girl, yes, my girl. And then I put on there desk frame worthy.
Right?
And I sent it to his office.
Nice.
So now
Everyone's going to
everybody in
see
the
it.
office is gonna see it,
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just so much you can do. It's such awesome. Here we are talking about goals and we're talking about our cards again, Sean.
That part,
We
yeah,
just
sorry.
can't get away from it. It's
We
like,
digress, as always.
yeah, it's just like too
So
fun.
if you don't have goals, maybe make some up. If you don't write them down, maybe write them down.
Mhm.
And then remember, your short-term ones, your daily ones really should be, for send out at least, should be your money-making activity goals.
Yeah.
Yes, postcard, how many cards I'm going to send a day, but really how many times I'm going to ask the question. You in the
Yep.
postcard program? Have you heard of the postcard program? And when they say no, which they all do, may I send you a quick video, and then send the video.
Mhm.
Those two things, and then follow up. So you do those 3 things consistently, your business is going to boom.
Yeah. And don't even I want to say don't even think about it, but do it in the sense that you're not even thinking about it. You're just doing it. It's
Right.
just part of
It's
your
fat now
daily
habit.
activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do it. If somebody doesn't want to answer you, then move on to somebody
Right.
else.
And we're not trying to steal the Nike swoop slogan. Just do it, but just do it. Yes.
Yeah. Just do it. Just do it. Don't get out of your
Great.
own way.
We're both going to get a cease and desist from Nike now.
Yeah,
Please do not
I
use our
know.
slogan.
You got it.
Just be consistent with it. There we go.
Be consistent. Make it part of your goals and be consistent. So,
Absolutely.
okay.
All right.
All right. Well, hey, see you guys. Hope this helped you today. Pass it on, please. And, tag your team to watch this. Okay. Because it's important that everybody has goals. It's
And then
important.
next week, check out, because Joy and I might be live doing this, because we'll be together in Salt Lake City.
Oh my gosh, we will, won't we?
So
Woohoo.
you're going to get tired of us, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of live stuff going around on,
Yeah.
here's where the postcards come from. They're making the postcards. Hey, here's where they're going.
Yeah, I had to try. I'm thinking about that already. It's like, gosh, I wonder how many postcards I should take just so I can show people. No.
Did you get this one? No. Anyway.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So, okay. Hey,
All right.
you guys next week.
Have a great week.
Bye, Sean.
Nice weekend.